The Age of Enlightenment, 150 years ago, from then until 1950. So the thing about the Age of Enlightenment is that it always changes. So right now we're in the era of Aquarius. You know, they're the most aloof of the zodiac right now. So in like 2 years, we're gonna switch to Pisces, and it's gonna be so dope because I feel like a lot of people are gonna be like feeling more deeply. Like I've been saying that, you know, because Pisces is like they're ruled by the dreamy, intuitive Neptune and Uranus, in a way, and they're also ruled by Jupiter, but people don't know that because Pisces is a mutable sign. And the thing about mutable signs is they have like good luck and they're good at like changing things in a way. Yeah, I'm part mutable, but like my mutable sign in me, it doesn't really like spring out on everybody. So we doubled that amount of information. Then from about 1950 to 1970, we doubled it again, and then again from 1970 to 1980. At present, the constructs of Moore's laws dictate that information will continue to double every 18 months. Every 18 months. So the thing about being psychic or whatever is like we do readings for like every 6 months. I feel like that's like how the karmic cycle like goes around. So with this 18 months, it's like giving you basically a whole year and 6 months extra to like get your stuff together. Computational power is now on par with the human brain. In a decade, or our computers may be 500 times the known computational value of a human brain. As we catapult into the brave new world of sentiment computers, a new mythos of creation will be sure to follow. Okay, little tip about me. I do not know how to use computers. Like cell phones, yeah. Computers, no. Like I can't even type, okay? In this examination of human evolution and all of the life sciences, we will need to start at the beginning when people first began to look inwards. In our world of duality, you know, duality, twice the mind, twice the heart. But no, I don't believe in duality anymore. Like, the word duality doesn't even ring to me anymore. Okay? There are always those select few who wish to share and extend their awareness, and others who are attracted to religious and spiritual themes for the power and control it rests. Over people. Wait, yeah. Oh my god, look at this picture. I don't know, I just have this obsession with the sun. So, citizen society is built on the bonds that they create through tough love, affection, family, friends, trust, food, play, and survival. Dolphins are known to touch mouth to mouth in a tender kiss that can mean anything from mutual reassurance to trust to acceptance into the pod to a special friendship and even love. Humans can relate to this citizen bonding because humans also bond with other humans in similar ways. Do you think we really bond with each other though? I have so many thoughts on humans. It's like if you become friends with someone, you have to have an intention with the person. Like I've been thinking about that lately. It's either you want to be friends with that person or you want to be deeper than friends with that person, because you're not gonna just talk to somebody because they're just there to talk to. You obviously want to get to like a deeper, like there's this hidden agenda behind it all. You know, perception is a very tricky thing. And the thing about some people is that they have really sharp and good perception, but the thing on the other party is like they're trying to like say no, like your perception is off, like it's all wrong. I'm like, no, it's not like that. Humans can relate to this citizen bonding because also bond with other humans in similar ways. So while humans are land possible and cetaceans are sea people, or more precisely marine, non-human beings. Marine, like underwater. So do you think mermaids exist? Because I feel like mermaids really do exist. Like, nah, I know they exist. It is possible for humans and cetaceans to peacefully share planet Earth. Okay, peace. What is everyone's definition of peace? Okay, because I see a world of peace, but I don't feel like everybody's gonna have peace. Like, it's free will. And like, I know like, I'm a very nonchalant person. Like, I channel like, you know, positive energy and stuff like that. But like, if everybody was like on the same wavelength of peace, wouldn't that peace like lead to like a chaos in a way? Like maybe people would be faking their emotions and stuff like that. Yeah, it's so hard reaching this nirvana stage. Planet Earth through a bond of trust and friendship. Let this be the lasting legacy of a future generation. a future generation, the year 3022. Okay, did I just read this again? No way. The hierarchy of needs. To better understand the human condition, it is important to be familiar with the fundamental needs of people in 1943. American psychologist Abraham Maslow developed the concept of hierarchy of humans' needs, possibly one of the most well-known and comprehensive human development conceptualizations in psychology. Okay, so psychology is one tricky subject. Like, it's kind of weird. I'm gonna touch on that in another video. Maslow's hierarchy of needs describes what human beings generally aspire for throughout their lifetimes. This model is often portrayed in the form of a pyramid, where the base levels are identified in the larger sections of the pyramid, where the majority of Earth's people reside. How many people on Earth? Like 7 billion? Yo, I have so many theories about Earth. I feel like sometimes we're not even on Earth. Like, I feel like we take turns turning. Well, not we, but we take turns like traveling through the ripples and dimensions of outer space, you know, like maybe absorbing the planets in a way or turning into planets or something like that. It's kind of hard. In the base level of safety and security needs, where the focus is on survival, food, and shelter, one is eking out an existence and trying to stay alive. Yes, that's what everybody should do, try to stay alive. Next is a level of friendship, love, and security. Some people don't get that. And then moving up to the higher levels of aspiration and human potential. At the top level are the self-actualization needs that come to blossom when a person develops, matures, becomes financially secure, and enters the prime of life. In this hierarchy of needs, I thought the video stopped for a second. And to achieve the higher levels, a person needs to strive towards the apex of the pyramid and suggests that only a relatively few will ever reach this level of higher development. The top of the pyramid, which is the hardest to obtain, is self-actualization. That is becoming the complete humans we aspire to become, not only in our chosen profession, but the maximization of our creative and altruistic potential, and ultimately the enlightenment of the individual. Okay. For those with the luxury of leisure time to contemplate in their position in life, it is indeed a wondrous age to be alive. For those less fortunate, it may still be a period to celebrate a new awakening. That's true. The attainment of increased awareness can be independent of leisure time or wealth. After all, this is a time when everyone can be enthusiastic about finally becoming spiritually aware. Right? Like, everybody's becoming spiritually aware, and I really like that. But the thing is, there's stages, okay, to being woke. If you're a mentalist, ooh, yo, mentalists be so easy and hard to come by. Like real mentalists, like the ones, you know, learn to shut up. And indeed, wondrous age to be alive. The less fortunate, it may still be a period to celebrate or new awakening. The attainment of increased awareness can be independent of leisure, time, or wealth. After all, this is a time when everyone can be enthusiastic about finally becoming spiritually aware and self-actualization to the best of their abilities. Abilities. Define abilities. What abilities do you think you might have, okay? Because I've been having so many theories. Like, I feel like in 2020, we're going to develop, like, egoistical powers. You know, maybe, like, something epic is going to happen. Many feel that our awareness is expanding exponentially, which is true because the thing about our minds is this. It's like a video game constellation. Like, I was playing a video game the other day, and I felt like I was in the video game, like, being the element in the video game, like, without even playing, you know? I feel like if you could just tap, not the electrolytes, the atoms that, like swivel, like, through the TV, like, the movies and stuff like that. Like, that's how you play, like, this game of reality versus fantasy, because I feel like fantasy is reality and reality is fantasy. And, like, we live in this world, like, we're just bombarded with all these external thoughts and internal thoughts, and we're like, what's real, what's fake? Like, can we actually transcend? We're beginning to see what we can find. The truth is shining brighter than ever before. The veil is certainly lifting. Yes, the veil is definitely lifting. Like, that's what I've been saying my whole life. But, of course, there will still be chaos. This word is everywhere, okay? There will be confusion. The transition will reveal what we have not wanted to see, yet will show more clearly the need for an alternative. And there's no turning back. It is inevitable that what is not whole, what is not truthful, what is a house of cards will crumble. Oh my God, this is so funny. Like, I've been thinking what if the whole world is a card game? Like, what if we're all like sovereigns in a way and diplomats and like so many different things? Because like I look at people and I'm like, are we playing cards or are we playing video games? Like, is a card game a video game or is a video game a card game in a way? Like, you see what I'm trying to say? What is not genuine will not endure. Those moving toward an enlightened state become just that, more and more filled with light and aware of their natural state as a spirit having human experience. We will all begin to naturally re-examine the ancient intuition, my favorite word, that all matter, even our reality, is composed of mere energy. What did I just say? It is an ideal which physicists have grappled with since the theory of relativity and more recently with quantum theory. Yes, it was the spiritual masters who first called into question the separate identities of energy and matter, the phenomenon of ether, including time and space. What is the opposite of time and space? Like, I've been dying to like figure that out. The opposite of time and space will be like slowing things down and being like more confined in a way. So if you put those together, what would you get? Separate identities of energy, the phenomenon of either, including time and space, are mere crystallizations of mind, as has been discussed by those well-versed in esoteric subjects. For centuries, many scientists today would agree with the ancient Hindus that the world we perceive with our five senses is a projection of an idea, that matter is insubstantial in origin and is simply a temporary aggregate of the persuasive energy that animates the electron. All matter merely changes shape or form in process of continued transmutation. Have you ever seen The Sorcerer's Apprentice? Like, I feel like that movie really like pushed my brain for me to like actually be like, yo, maybe, well, not maybe, magic does exist, but like it takes a lot of willpower to use it. Just let it flow through you. Esoteric studies are often grouped with the occult, which is true, with religious mystery schools or with a charismatic teacher. But these descriptions should not be its limitation. The esoteric of today usually becomes the established history and science of tomorrow. Think about all the original concepts, beliefs, symbology, and mythologies of our ancestors. Many have no meaning to us today. So I always say that we ascend and descend at the same time. Or if they do, they have undergone extensive revisions to become accepted as conventional wisdom. For example, Earth is not the center of the universe, nor the center of our solar system, but yeah, that's so true. Like, but I feel like Earth is discouraged though, because, we're on Earth right now. What would be your Earth sign? Like, if you have like an astrological, like, you know, if you could have like your Mercury in like Gemini or your Venus is in Cancer, what would your Earth be in? Like, I've never really like seen anything like that before. And it's so funny that my dad told me today, he was like, oh, like, why don't you put Earth in it? I mean, sometimes I do, but I'm like, I don't know, like, would it be right? Would it be wrong? Like, Earth is here, so would it be like a second to your sun sign or something like that? Because, you know, the thing about me is that I'm a Taurus, so my sun is in Taurus, and then my shadow would be in Capricorn. But since I live on Earth, but the sun is a source of vitality, right? Like, the sun is a source of vitality, and then there's the moon, the push and pull floor, you know, in a way. But then there would be Earth. Like, what would Earth represent? Stability. But Earth is stability. Like, are we Earth or is Earth us? Like, I don't know. For example, Earth is not the center of the universe, nor the center of our solar system. But centuries of evaluating the Earth's rotation led to the science of astronomy. A pantheon of multiple gods developed into the concept of one true God. So even if considered antiquated symbols in mythology can sometimes point us in the direction of a better understanding, civilization always begins uncomplicated, but end up becoming quite tangled. Matters appears to be solid, but upon closer examination, it is anything but solid. It's abstract. It's not real. Okay. Sorry. Esoteric literally means intent for or fully understood, only by particular participants. It is hidden knowledge. Yep, it definitely is. That is confined to a small group and known only by a restricted number of adherents. It is generally confidential information that is not publicly disclosed. The thing about being esoteric too, you have to find your own discoveries, okay? Esoteric is also the essence of knowledge or spiritual wisdom. Because I've been saying that spirituality has been changing. Like, the first spirit you channel is either the spirit of the other person or maybe God in a way. Okay, let me stop right there. The esoteric then becomes an inner aspect, a starting point to be fully understood only by its devout believers. Only those who get it will get it. In a larger sense, the esoteric is our wait, what? Wait. Fully understand, but only those who will get it in a larger sense. The esoteric is our origin or inner circle of humanity. It is true because if you guys take a look back at the ancient cities before, like Egypt, Mesopotamia, Lemuria, Atlantis, they were like so enlightened, advanced, and civilized. So they were like basically the home base of esoteric knowledge. And like they obviously had like more help from like before now that I'm thinking about it. Because like before Lemuria and like Atlantis, there must have been something like Arcadia or like something like that. Like I feel like maybe these fantasy games that we play or like the spirits of the other side like waking us up in like in a way like telling us like, oh, like you need to do this. Because have you noticed like the imagery that people like they could draw or like they could just project things, you know, because of what they dream. I feel like it's spirits from the other side like that's saying, hey, there's a battle going on over here, and it's like the veil is breaking. But like, why would the veil be up though? Is the veil always up or is it always down? Like, it's really only those who will get it will get it. In a larger sense, the esoteric is our origin, our inner circle of humanity. And within the esoteric itself are set beliefs which are rare and to the core. This is called the esoteric censor. As opposed to the exoteric, those are people who are not esoteric, you know, which means not confined to an inner circle of disciples, you know. I'm not going to say ignorant, but like maybe closed-minded, but widely disseminated and comprehensible to the mass public. The exoteric is a rigid translation of life with a literal meaning of scriptures. You know what I should do? I should just go live on Instagram. Watch my Instagram